Good morning, class 8. Last class, in class 7, we have seen what a topographical map is. That is, it is a large scale map. Today, in detail, we are going to see what are the features represented on a topographical map. Like some features like elevation, drainage patterns, settlement patterns, all these are now what we are going to see. Now, the first thing what we are going to see is relief. Relief means type of landform. It may be any landform like hills, plateaus, plains, mountains, etc. Now these are represented with the help of contour lines. The landforms are represented with the help of contour lines. Contour lines are imaginary lines which are joining two places on a topographical map. These contour lines give the shape of the landform. These are just a 2D form of a 3D landform. Contours are imaginary lines joining two places from the mean sea level which are of equal height. So contours show three things. One is elevation, second one is steepness, and third one is slope. Now characteristic of contours. Contours are brown in color. The difference between contours is known as contour interval. If it is a gentle contour, they will be far off from each other. If it is a steep contour, they will be very near to each other. So these are some features of contours. Now we are going to see contour representation of relief. First one is mountain. The shape of mountain is like this. Broader at the base and narrower at the end. So you have gentle contours here and steep contours in the middle. Conical hill, the shape is like this. So contours are gentle here and steep contours in the middle. Plateau, the tableland is like this. So contours will be one side very steep and one side they will be gentle. After plateau we are going to see a ridge. Ridge means a elongated hill. So this is a ridge line. Ridge line means which is joining the highest point on the ridge. Next one is a col. Col is a short steep sided depression on a ridge. Generally roads follow these depressions and passes which are built on cols. So this is the representation of a col. Normally col, pass, saddle, all these will be having the same kind of contour representation, but only difference is difference in their altitudes. Saddle is a broader way of representing. So saddles have broader bases. So saddles have broader bases. We have gaps also which are caused by running water. So next, coming to settlement patterns. We are having three types of settlement patterns which are given in red color. Settlement means houses or people living patterns. So these settlement patterns on the basis of time are divided into two. One is temporary and second one is permanent. If you are living for a short period of time, it is known as temporary settlement. If you are living for a longer period of time, it is known as permanent settlement. Now on the basis of pattern, they are divided into three. One is nucleated settlement, second one is dispersed settlement, and third one is linear or ribbon pattern. Nucleated settlements are very near to each other, and most of these nucleated settlements are permanent settlements. These nucleated settlements generally are there where you have abundance of water supply, job opportunities, and where people have a healthier living condition. On contrast to it, dispersed settlements are found in harsh living climatic conditions where you do not have more job opportunities, where you do not have good agriculture for soil, and where you do not have good where you do not have good water supply. In case of linear or ribbon pattern, generally the settlements are on the either side of road, river or railway. As you go interior, the settlements generally decrease. So more settlements are found along the road, river or railway. So in this lesson we have seen what are the contour representation of relief and what are the settlement patterns. Hope the lesson is understood. Thank you.